Welcome back to the campfire. Today, we're gonna try to play No Man's Sky, but this is my 10th attempt at trying to get this recording to start. And the game just kept crashing out the moment I started the recording. I don't know what they keep breaking, but they're breaking something with this. Not to mention, I'm sure I'm going to have to keep hearing that stupid AI voice. Credits received, credits received, credits received. Like, Jesus Christ, just let me hit cancel on the damn thing, or that. Just let me have a mute button. That'd be great. Alright, where are we supposed to go now? Alright. Oh, I am not a fan of these controls. But I can't change those either. Like, X4s aren't the greatest either, don't get me wrong. But they're better than this. And with X4 you can actually change them if you so desire. So there is that. Alright. I think this game just does not want to be recorded today. And maybe that's the case, and maybe I should just wait, try again later. I don't know. Maybe try again when I'm in a better mood for it too. Oh, yeah, because it keeps freezing and lagging. Did they take away the, like, landing spots on POIs? That basically allow you to land without having to utilize fuel on takeoff? If so, I mean, whatever, that's their choice. Just feels rough. Alright, whatever. We'll land and deal with it. Whatever. Falling. It's just gonna let me know that every 5 seconds. Alright. Oh, these buttons. And that's just it, is I wish I could change the controls, allow me to remove the or shut off certain audio cues. That's all. I'm not asking for much. What? Okay. Why does it tell me to land way over there if it's actually going to be way over here? Feels like it's trying to pad out something. Yeah, I'm fucking aware. God. Yeah, this feels like it's trying to pad something out that it doesn't need to pad out. Like, why do you need to pad out, you know, storyline time when I am fairly certain this storyline is massively long? You don't need to pad out by making me land 500 kilometers one direction, then go another 500 kilometers another direction to walk another 500 meters. It could just tell you where to go. Of course, while I'm sitting here, there's no point in trying to read this because you're losing your thermal protection while you're sitting here. Yeah. We get a hyperdrive so that we can go and put hyperdrive on our ship and all that. It's a buried cache. Cargo pod. God, it just throws me off that these buttons are completely opposite from, like, the standard. Sure. Just let me take the damn... Ugh. Okay, that's right. This stuff kills you the moment you open it. Yep. Oh. That was weird. Alright. So you can stand in here. Why does that keep moving? Just let me pick up the stuff. You don't have to keep moving everything around.
Radiation protection falling.
Alright.
Thermal protection falling.
What are you? Oh. Well, that doesn't do us any good then. And that's now useless, right? Right. Let's take a look for the other cargo pods, I suppose. Just... wow. Wow, that is loud as hell. And I'm not sure it was super necessary either. But that doesn't happen super often, so I will just leave it be. Come on. Did it really not grab the item out of the cargo pod? Why do I have to keep doing this multiple times? There we go.
Radiation protection falling.
And then you gotta get so far away. Cargo pod.
Thermal protection.
I'm aware, voice. Thank you. How about... well, I'm not gonna ask you for the weather, because you'll be just as annoying about that. And then people will sit there and be like, oh, well, you're just complaining. It's like, no, I mean, yes, but also making a fairly valid criticism that every other game in existence lets you change these options.
Radiation protection falling.
What's the point in not letting me make the change now? That's all. Two things can be true. The voice can be there because the vast majority of players apparently are too stupid, which is what they're basically saying, to understand that your protection is going down. Your life support is getting low. The weather is cold. Whatever. You're under attack somewhere. You're gaining money. You know, they're telling you you're too stupid to notice and figure out these things. That's fine. There are probably some people who need to be made aware every 5 seconds. Sure. I've met some people like that. but it should be a choice to be reminded. Like, let me opt out of it. I'm not saying make that the default. I'm saying let me choose to say I don't want this. That is all I'm saying. Yeah, we don't have fuel, so I don't think we have the stuff to make fuel. Nope. We do not.
Technology installed.
No, we ain't got enough of anything. Okay. Alright. I'm aware, game, that there's not enough of that stuff. Now I gotta go find it.
Thermal protection falling.
There we go.
Units received.
That gives me oxygen if I so need it. And there's hydrogen, so we got that. Or dihydrogen. My bad. Such a weird material to make up. I don't think it would be crystalline either. At least not stably so. Like, dihydrogen is just helium. At least that's what I can think of, because two hydrogen molecules stuck together is not generally stable, but okay. But if you had two pieces of hydrogen just stuck to each other, wouldn't that just be two protons, which is, and two electrons, which is helium? I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I got out of school. It's just what it sounds like it would be. Come on. Alright, let's get off this planet. See, I love this game once I get out into space. It is lovely out here. These asteroid belts are rather unrealistic, but cool. Alright, it's fine. I can work with it. I mean, asteroid belts in reality are more like you have to be trying to hit asteroids rather than, you know, at least to our current observations, rather than these large clusters of rocks that you have to try your best to swarm between and dodge. Oh no, we could get hit like that. That's just apparently not a real thing. Like, space is massive and you're more likely to run into others, you know. You're more likely to hit an asteroid if you are trying to. Come on. Which is what it is. Yeah. The pink filter on this station is just kind of feels weird. Everything's got a weird pink tint to it. Alright, let's sell some stuff first. We need the living slime, we'll keep that. Copper we need to turn into other stuff. We'll sell that. Alright. Sell the gold, sell the silver, sell the tritium. Hyperclusters. Buy the 5 of those we need. I think we needed, what, like 50 of these?
Product received.
Yeah. You don't have to keep telling me every single step of the way. There we go. Now to make warp cell, we need antimatter, which we don't have the ability. Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright. Ah. Not a big fan of turning left and right using the thumbstick. But whatever. Yes, because it would be such a tragedy to try and talk to anybody else. You know, maybe buy antimatter from somebody. You never know. Be a shame. No, we gotta go to the planet and talk to a radio transmission that for some reason needs to be on the planet to contact us. Whereas radio signals would theoretically travel far better through space. But that's just my, military experience in radio and satellite communications. Talking there. The atmosphere does some shitty things to your radio waves and radio signals. No, I'm not landing right there. What about over here? Is there a spot where I can land and then just pick up? No? God, did they get rid of those? I could have sworn. Whatever. This place is infested. Yep.
Thermal protection falling.
Yeah, really. I mean, this place is it. Apparently. Gotta be careful not to hit the whispering eggs. Well, let's just leave that on. It's actually somehow less creepy with it on. Okay. Yeah, this is what we're looking for. Pretty sure of it. Terminal online. Selecting key. Decrypting. Success! The terminal is clogged with an unnerving, pulsating slime. Nevertheless, it appears to function. As I touch the input panel, the alien substance reacts violently. Make a note to avoid getting closer. The device opens, revealing a single unblinking crimson eye. It prints out a blueprint for antimatter, accompanied by a strange message. Read log. You will find us when the time is right. 16, 16, 16, 16, 16. Android 16. Alright. Okay. So Yeah, condensed carbon and
Thermal protection falling. Units received.
I mean, there we go. Solar vine, sentinel. Knowledge stone. All right. Is there any C2? Oh yeah, there is C plus. We got time. We got time and whoops. Energy and efficiency to do this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't hate the game. I have criticisms about some of the weird choices they made. It doesn't equate to hating it. You can criticize something and still enjoy it. In fact, you should be encouraged to make criticisms of odd or what you deem to be bad choices and still enjoy the game. That is fine. It's like you can like a movie and still have some problems with it. Like Blazing Saddles. It's a hilarious movie. It's a fun movie. It has its problems, and most of those problems are, actually its point. Like criticizing our society as a whole and where we were versus, where we are now. And that's like the whole point of the movie anyways, so you're supposed to have those problems with it. And that's fine. If you're supposed to have the problem with it, cool, I get it. It's kind of weird and I wish you'd explain that, but I mean that movie is straight up front. You're supposed to have this problem. It's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable while you're also laughing about it. It's like the whole point of the movie. But, I mean, if I'm supposed to have a problem with the voice in this game, I just wish they'd point it out, like that movie points it out. Don't think we can make it yet. Yeah, we're missing 5 chromatic metal. Which means we just gotta go back to the space station. Nyom. Come on. No, I'm not. Come on. Let me point at the station. There we go. Yeah, we'll have to get tritium before too long, I'm sure. Yeah, because that doesn't restore very far. Well, let's blow up a few of these. Wow, you really don't get much from these asteroids anymore, do you? I mean, I'm not... And maybe it's just that they decreased it in survival mode, which is also fine. Kind of felt like... After a while, you almost never needed to attack asteroids ever again to get the resources that you get from here. Alright. Do. Oh, yeah, that does give a lot there. Alright, good enough. We don't need that more. That is a ship. That is the station.
Threat detected.
Where? Oh. Over there. Alright, well, let's get moving.
Hostile ships approaching.
Okay. It is faster than us by a bit. There we go. Come on. And victory.
Hostile ships defeated.
Yeah, you totally helped out there, dude. You really didn't need to do anything. He was already down. Well, we got something out of it. Nanites. Some money. I'm gonna get here. We're taking a look. Huh. Plaza destruction. Turn it over for money. Got it. Still not used to right thumbstick being the run button. I'm sure I never will be because every other game uses the left thumbstick. Let's see.
Product received. Product received. Product received.
There we go. Do, 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 do. And
Units received.
who is the guy I'm looking for here? Are you the merchant guy? You're the mission agent. Are you the merchant guy? You're cartography. You're not a merchant. You're not merchant. You're not. You might have been. Multi-tool. Other stuff. Where do I go for the merchant dude? Is he down here somewhere still? And I just missed it? I mean, we could upgrade, can't we? No. We don't have the stuff to make a ship. Do I talk to you? Purchase old scrap. We need another currency type to get scrap. Got it. Or a 50 cal. I kind of want that. Alright. You are not the guy we're looking for. You're not, definitely, because you're cartography. Huh. I mean, we can just hold on to it for a while, I guess. I guess a mission agent, because maybe he's got it. No? Whatever, maybe it'll tell us later. Let's make the warp cell. And add the warp cell.
Technology recharge.
Really doesn't give us very far. It's not us. There's us. Meow. I'll put it this way, to put my last thoughts on like criticizing games or movies or media in general. If it upsets you that somebody doesn't like something about your favorite game, I think that says more about you than it does the person who has the criticism. Now, if they are being blatantly disrespectful and they're just being completely assholish for no reason whatsoever, sure, I can understand being like, hey, that's not cool. You're just a jackass. Don't do this. Um, but if they've got a valid criticism and they're being, mostly respectful about it, even if they are a little, yeah, maybe a little heated about it, just, man, let them be. It's okay to criticize something. Could have sworn that. God, why does it just feel like I'm not. What am I missing here? Like, I'm looking here. Ah, eyes. Okay, something's. Let's try this again. Go to Galaxy Map. Alright. Follow along the thing. Okay. Hyperdrive has no fuel. I have fuel. Okay. Okay, so it's telling me I don't have fuel. But I got fuel. I have fuel. Is that just not enough fuel? Why does it say 16% on the... Okay, whatever. That's... Neither here nor there. Alright, whatever. Alright. Well, let's just go make more, I guess. It's really weird that it seems to think we don't have fuel, even though we have fuel. And if one isn't enough fuel to get you to the next spot, why does the tutorial only have you make one? That's another good question for that one. But let's make... Let's buy enough for 3 more. And we'll just go make... Yep, let's go there. We'll just go make a bunch of condensed carbon. We'll do this the hard way. Okay. Yep. Bring us here. Why not? We just need to find some carbon. I'm aware it is, lady. Really don't need you to tell me. Alright. I guess in the back of my mind, it's just like... Everything has flaws. Every game has flaws, every book has flaws, every person has flaws, and that is fine. Nothing is perfect. Being unable to acknowledge those flaws doesn't help the thing. And in my opinion, actively harms it. Because if you can't acknowledge the flaws of something, it can never improve, and thus can never be better. Like, if a game has no flaws, the sequel to it, the next version of it, the next thing that they make would just be a carbon copy of the original and boring. It would bring nothing to the table if nothing could be improved. There'd be no point in making a sequel. And I think this game is a huge metaphor for the fact that everything can be improved, because look at the way it launched. Absolute trash.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
And what it ended up being, something actually quite worth playing. I mean, it was that years ago, but it's just only gotten better as time goes by. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's the same with Cyberpunk 2077. It had a rough launch, and it became a massively improved game by the end. And is awesome now. Like, but there are people who will sit there and defend it and be like, oh yeah, you can't criticize this. You can't criticize. No. What I can tell you is you can criticize it. You should criticize it. You are encouraged to criticize things, because everything can be improved. And if you feel like nothing can be improved, start with yourself. And just acknowledge that maybe you are the thing that needs to be improved. And that's okay. Because we all do need improvement. Doesn't matter who we are. Doesn't matter how you feel about it. Everybody can do and be improved. What are we missing for more of these? Everybody has something that they can work on. I mean, I work on my weight. I go running for at least a mile, if not 2-3 miles every day. But the bare minimum is a mile. And I used to only run a mile. But I kept pushing myself and telling myself I have to do it. And so, I keep going. I keep running. I keep going further and further. And it's done wonderfully. I'm down 10 pounds since I started. Maybe I'm not making the fastest, improvement, but I'm still improving. And that's the thing, is you don't have to improve today. You don't have to improve right now. But you have to take the steps to try. You should take the steps to try. Every day, just a little bit. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It snowballs, let me tell you. My initial encouragement to myself, the thing that I made myself do was 15 minutes. 15 minutes of walking, 15 minutes of jogging, whatever I could make myself do, whatever I could encourage myself to do. And now I can spend 30 minutes to an hour doing my exercise, getting up and moving around. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with taking time to do it. And some days you're going to feel like doing a little bit less, but as long as you get up and do, that's the important part.
Technology recharge.
And I just would encourage people to get up and to do,
Technology recharge.
if you can. And I believe that you can. Whoever needs to hear that, some random stranger on the internet believes you can. that you can do it, that you can get up, that take you can take the first steps. You can start walking, you can start running, you can start feeling better about yourself. You can start doing those push-ups. You can start writing that book. You can start, I don't know, your own YouTube channel. Start talking about inane shit out into the world. Just like I'm doing. And that's okay. You can do that. There's nothing against it. There's nothing saying you can't. Yeah, apparently I just needed more warp fuel than it had me make. Got it. And maybe the tutorial is balanced out only for normal and they just never bothered to adjust it for survival? Who knows? Probably the case. But there we are. Alright. Get over to the station. Whoops. Error guidance system malfunction. Searching for other routes. Searching. Obtained. Destination in 16 kilo light seconds. Sure. Okay. For now, we'll get to the station. And with this, like I said, I don't think I'm going to do this every day. Same with Everspace 2. It'll be, I'm going to try to do more of that one too, because I actually do love that game. And we're going to continue with X4, and I'm thinking we may actually switch to doing Star Wars Interworlds. Wait for the AI bug for the Xenon to be fixed, but we'll see what we're doing. But thank you for joining me here at the campfire. As always, if you would like to see more of this, if you have any questions, any recommendations, any thoughts, let me know down in the comments below. And as always, have a wonderful day.